Alrighty, I'm really excited to make this video. Actually, I don't know. If you want to sell premium, let me know. Comment below if you guys actually want more videos on these. People have been coming to the stream asking, so I'm excited about this just because I've been liking how the opportunity selling premium has presented. But I made about $5,000. Here's the net liquidity. I'm going to show you guys this account. I've talked about it. That's what I say. Just, if you guys want, I'll share the whole transaction history. I did the first part in one of the other videos, but I put $30,000 in this account in October. Since then, the account is now trading. I got 38,000 in cash, and then net liquidating is 34,900 or about 35,000. So we're going to talk about this. How did I make $5,000 selling premium through the last 3 months? And now that's more focusing, the title, it doesn't explain all of it too much, whereas this is it's 16% gain in 3 months, which is very, very small, but very, very good. That's the thing, small in the sense of the day trading world and some of the options plays, but in a pure investment sense, it's very awesome. About 5.3% every year or every month since October 2018. That's pretty solid. So this is the strategy. So let me know if you guys are new. Just subscribe to the channel just so you don't miss the streams. You could come ask these questions live. This is where it came from. And if you aren't familiar, this is Tastyworks. I have a link in the description if you guys want to sign up through our referral code. It helps us out. But even then, if you want to sign up without them, I always say I like them even if you didn't use my code. So I use them to sell options mainly. I like them because they're cheaper commission, but and some of the tools makes it easier. So again, that's not the point of this video though. I want to show you guys the two main plays and really just explain what selling premium is. So if you are here and you're more advanced, this video is probably not going to be for you unless you want to understand really what contracts I targeted, and that is what I am going to discuss. But mainly, it's what is this aspect of selling premium? How does it work? How does it function? So, selling premium, if you guys have the normal idea most people have with options trading or trading options is they want to buy contracts. You buy the contract and you sell the contract for more money, or you exercise it. So in this case, selling premium is the reverse of that. So you are now selling the contract to somebody who wants to buy it, and you're hoping the contract expires so you make the money. You're essentially acting as the bank. Think about every option you've ever purchased. When I go here's the graveyard. This option, I bought this for 34 cents. It's now worth 10 cents. I bought this one for $3. It's now worth $100. It's like I spent that money. I gave that money to somebody. So somebody collected that premium, but now it's worth less. So somebody made money on it. And that's the thing I said with premium is like, you notice since I've been streaming, really, this account has gone down about $3,000. There's about like $8,000 is what it was at. This account is really, it's gone up, it's gone down. I think it went to 9 at one point, but it's just gone up, or even 11 actually, and it came back down. But this account went up and down, whereas this account really the whole time has just steadily just gone up and increased. So this is a slower gain. This account has seen bigger gains, but overall took in a net loss. So I wanted to talk about this so you guys know the difference between selling premium and trading weeklies, which I think you guys got to be really, really careful for. But essentially, you are now acting as the bank. So every time, so all the contracts you guys have ever bought and they've expired worthless, you probably would have been better at selling premium. Isn't that funny? If you just sold the contract instead. So what you're doing is acting as the bank or the casino. And so in this case, you are selling the right or obligation. So this is where, if you guys aren't familiar with options, go into Investopedia. I am working on a guide to get this explained. I don't know how many of you guys want a Josh Answers guide explaining front to back basics of options. I just want you guys to comment on the video. I'm trying to get some good questions out of you guys, but let me know for real. But because my recommendation, go on Investopedia, because in this case, because again, if you don't understand what I'm saying here, do not ever think about, don't care if you use my referral code, don't fund an account here, go paper trade. But you shouldn't be trading options, but essentially you're selling the right. So in this case on the Amazon, what I did to make money on this, I'm going to start with this Amazon put and this call. I sold both a put and a call, but here's the benefits of what's happening. I'm selling the right. So in the put, I'm agreeing. I did this last week. You could see here, January 23rd at 7:54 a.m. Amazon February 8th 1400 put, and that was on January 22nd. So if we go to Amazon there, let's take a look. So I'm gonna pull it up here. You'll see I sold this on the 23rd, and it was a 1400 put. So again, same situation. Where's the 23rd? Oh yeah, so I sold it for $700. The option was up, but what's gone on since then? It started to come down. It's kind of gone up, but how did I make money? I sold it at the time, and you could even see in the transaction history. So here's how I made the money. What I did was I sold the put at 7:32. So at 7:54 a.m., somebody, the bid on the option was 7:32, and I decided to sell it there. So, and even then, at one point, it went up to 868. I don't know if some of you were watching at the time. I was down on this a couple $100, but and here's why. I sold it at 732. So someone said, "Hey, I'll pay 730 for this contract." I said, "Okay." So they gave me the cash. So I got the money, and now I go in my account. You guys will see here in the portfolio -1. So think about it. I sold something I didn't own. I didn't have it. There's 0. It goes to -1, but now I get the cash. So the cash goes in my account. So I have the cash. I'm -1 on the contract, and I say I sold it at 732. So how do I make or lose money? The contract has to go down in value. So I sold a put. So by selling a put, if the stock goes up, then the put will lose value, and you know that's what happened. Even then, you could even see Amazon actually came lower. Amazon's at the same price, and now this is where you have to think like, wait, you know, I made 50% almost, or about 30%. Amazon closed at the same low price today, but as the 23rd, but why is the put not cheaper? Time decay. You know, time's gone on. There's what, a week or 2 weeks left on the contract that the contract has decayed. So this is why you benefit as selling the puts, is that the odds are more in your favor. You're more likely to win. You know, see, it says right here is the probability of profit. This is 97 and 81%. You know, it's saying the chances of me expiring with, you know, a profit, with me making at least something, or at least not losing money. And that's, will, you know, Amazon get to 1400 by in the next 11 days? Probably not, but I'm going to explain this in the next video. You have to be careful. I'll say this now. If you are selling premium, be careful, because you do not want to do it during earnings season. It gets a little bit more risky. So we are coming into it. I plan on closing this before Amazon reports for that reason. So just be cautious with how this is all coming into play for some of you, because I know some of you are just switching to this, but be very, very cautious. So essentially now, you guys see the stocks come down, but the options lost money. But this is how I've made the money so far. So on this play right here, I'm already up. I lost money today because Amazon went down, but overall I've made about 48%, about $357, because I sold it for $732, and now if I wanted to buy it back, it's $355. So that's what I could do. That's one thing I could do here now, is that with the trade, I'm up $400. So I agreed 1400 put. Let me go back to what the actual contract was. I pretty much sold this right. So by going -1 here, I agreed that I would, I pretty much told someone, yeah, I'll buy 100 shares of Amazon from you at $1,400 if it does go down there. But they would only exercise you if Amazon actually went there. So they wouldn't exercise you. You know, Amazon's at 1,600, so you agreeing to buy 100 shares at $1,400, that's a good deal for you, and you got the cash. So they're not going to exercise you until the stock drops, right? So what's going to happen here is you want this to pretty much go to 0, but now, like I said before earnings, I'm going to sell out of this. So right now, I could have sold out today. I didn't. I'm going to hold it because I want more time. I want more time. Again, as time goes on, the theta is just going to kill this. Even if the stock price stays the same, you'll make money by selling at premium, both call or put. That's one of the benefits. You have more ways to make money. The stock doesn't need to go to your direction. It just could do nothing. So I could buy back. So remember, I sold this contract for $732. Now on the ask, it's at like $395. I could pretty much buy this back and say, okay, I'll buy it for $395. I collected $730 and pretty much keep the $205 difference or $300 difference if I bought it. You know, it's like says 300. I don't know why it's saying, it says 350, but I think it's a little less than that. But we'll see. We'll see. It depends where you get filled. But I could buy back the contract, and if I do that, by buying it on the ask, I go from -1 to 0. I fulfill my obligation. It's closed. So I haven't done that. I did today on Tesla. You could see actually on my activity, I did it today on a Tesla. You guys see here on that same day, I sold 2 Tesla puts for $315 each. So I collected $630. And then today I bought them back for $125 each. So I spent $250 and I sold them for what? $650 or $630. So I made about $400 on that. As you can see there, I bought them back. You know, I sold them at 2 something and then I bought them back at a cheaper price. I eliminated my obligation. So now this is the next play in my account. I made $1,000 on this one today. As you're 810, I lost on this, but this was the play I did. I'm overall up 487, only 12%, but this was a bigger contract. I sold a March, and I'm doing this before earnings now. I sold a call 1780 for $3,800. So I sold it for 38. Today it's trading at like 33 or something like that. I think that's the middle. But you see, that's why I'm up $400, and that's why now my cash increased, because I sold it for $3,300. So now I got that cash, but I owe one of these contracts. So if Amazon jumps, this one's a little riskier. We're going to see, but again, I'm playing the advantages of time, and I have other contracts I'm going to be looking to get or average down. The one I liked about this one didn't take too much purchasing power. Surprisingly, again, I was able to sell all of these and a CGC call, which is crazy, for about $18,000 on this account. That's how much buying power I've used. So I'll talk about what it is with the small accounts, and why I aim for this is pretty much I'm going now for high. I'm going to talk about this with the smaller trading accounts. Maybe I'll save that for the video, but it's about going for the higher premium stocks with the shorter amount of time. But pretty much how did I make this money and make it doing this safely is that I took small wins. I won about 9 out of 10 trades, and I did that by selling premium and being the bank, as opposed to taking higher probability trades with less reward and more risk, versus the other way around with buying the option. So I'll leave it at that. I love you guys. Subscribe if this was helpful. Drop a like. Give me those comments. And yeah, I love you. Goodbye.